he's there. He's there. Alright, welcome to another Early Bird Adventures, guys. In this episode, we're actually out of Waukegan, Illinois now. I'm actually camping at Illinois Beach State Park. I think it's technically considered Zion, Illinois or something like that, but it's like 10 minutes from this launch. It's actually a really nice state park. I actually got my hammock tent and stuff set up there. In this one, for an afternoon trip, I met two friends. The first one is a guy named Corey. It's actually the first time I've ever met him. And then the second one is a guy named John. They're both guys who live down here and kayak fish all the time, and I see them basically like at Samarama. I know, but anyways, when we launched, we knew it was supposed to be pretty windy, but we were going to play it by ear and at least attempt, you know. I drove 6 hours to get down here. I'm going to at least, like, try, you know. I will be honest, I know the video really dumbs down the waves and stuff like that, but all three of us were kind of like, this is really pushing the limits of us. And it's one of the things with kayak fishing, like, you need to know that. You need to know your vessel, you need to know your limits and this and that. And in all reality, one, if I didn't have the two other people with me, I would not have fished this water by myself. All it takes is one good wave, especially in the spring here. You got the really cold water. Yes, the air temp's getting a little warmer, but you got no limits. You also see that's why I'm wearing my dry suit and this and that. Well, I think it's technically called a paddle or semi-dry suit, since the gaskets are a little different than a true dry suit, since they're made out of neoprene. But anyways, it's, you know, stuff that you need to think about when you do kayak fishing. I love it very much. It's a nice way to do solo stuff and be, you know, calm, quiet. You know, it's a good mental reset. Plus, like, in all reality, I prefer doing the kayak when it's just me versus like in the boat when you're trying to do all the boat management and handle all that by yourself. I just feel like running 3 lines out of a kayak's easier and more fun than it is in like a boat. But in this episode, you'll see, unlike, you know, a lot of the other times when it's calmer out, you'll see I'm starting to use my downrigger more. I didn't feel comfortable doing that with the waves the way they were and everything. You know, it's a lot extra drag, a lot more weight off the side of my kayak. So I just ran 2 rods this trip. I started out with the flasher fly that was working out of Kenosha with a 2-ounce tri-swivel sliding snap weight, and on the other side I started off with a 3.0 mag lip. I quickly turned away from that since the flasher and sliding peanut fly were getting hit, and I put out the same one that I had on my rigger actually in the Kenosha trip on the other side. I ended up going 5 for 13 in like a 2-hour time frame. I just think the cove were hitting too aggressively, because every time I would reel up after a missed hit, the slider fly would be like, have the hooks all the way like up forward and like almost knotted. So I think they were just hitting forward and hitting the hook and flipping it around the thing, so it was getting them in the mouth weird, just being a little too aggressive versus like a short strike. But you'll see, pretty much I did the same thing as I did out of Kenosha. Let out my mono line, clipped the snap weight into position, let out another 20 feet. So I'm roughly sitting about that like 44 foot total on the line counter, because I have about 24 foot mono leader that I clip the snap weight to. And the reason I do that is to have like a little bit of foot for if I have a nick and I need to snip some line away. It's a quick, easy fix on the water. And then 2, I do that for allowing that mono line to get through the eye guides a little bit. If the fish doesn't release the snap weight, I have some mono. I can snap easier rather than pinch the pinch pad right next to where the braid and the mono meet at the bead swivel. So just a little something that I've learned using it. I'm actually thinking about it. I might need to make a video how to run that three-way swivel again. It's an idea I got from watching Keith Geller and Rob Wendell videos. They're pretty old videos at this point, but I love running snap weights / torpedo weights, whatever you want to call them, pump handles. They're just a really nice and effective way to get stuff down and not be limited to whatever depth you made your lead core and this and that. So anyways, enjoy the video. As always, if you have questions, leave a comment. I'm more than happy to answer them. It's hard to think about some of the things you guys want to ask, why I'm trying to edit these videos.
Fish on! Fish on! Oh, never mind. It is. I'm like 1 for 5. Like, they're just not staying hooked up. Finally got another fish. Come on. Another 5. Another one. Buzz. for 10 tonight, but hey, there's my third one at least. It's been a rough night. 4 for 12 though. Well, there's my limit. Dude, he has 2 alewives and my fly in his mouth.